Hello friends, I am Dr. D.D. Sawant from J.A.T Arts, Science and Commerce College for Women, Malegaon Dist-Nashik. I am from Department of Geography. The topic which I had selected, that is a Ganga pollution control. As we are observing that the Ganga pollution, the Ganga river is the most sacred river of the Hindu community and known for its self purification capacity since time immemorial, has now become tired due to relentlessly carrying ever increasing unwanted load of industrial and urban waste, contributed mostly by those people who consider their mother Ganga as door for heaven. Out of its total stretch of 2555 km from Gangotri to Ganga Sagar, means from Bay of Bengal up to the Bay of Bengal, 600 km long course of river has been badly polluted. Major pollutants of Ganga pollution includes enormous quantities of sediments derived through accelerated rate of soil erosion in the source catchment area of the Ganga due to deforestation and through reel and gully erosion in the riverine zones of the Ganga and its tributaries. Severe drains from urban areas located on the river banks, industrial effluents carrying wastewaters, suspended and dissolved materials, toxic chemicals and metals, etc., from various industries, garbages, and cities. Human and animal excreta from urban and rural settlements located along the river banks, burning of human dead bodies, corpses and dead animals, chemical fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides, and herbicides from agricultural fields as flowers, earthen lamp ponds, earthen milk pots with diluted milk, etc., by the people taken as offers during their worships, solid waste mainly non-gradable substances. Hence, according to an estimate about 19,65,900 kilograms of polluted matter are discharged into Ganga river every year. Out of these pollutants, the state of Uttar Pradesh contributes 10,90,000 kilograms, while 3,70,000 kilograms of waste matters are contributed by the state of West Bengal. So, as the study undertaken by the Central Board of the Preservation and Control of Water Pollution has revealed the fact that long stretches of the Ganga have become unsuitable for any beneficial human use near the cities of Kanpur and Varanasi. As this is the King Bhagirath, through his penance, was responsible for the descent of Ganga from heaven to earth. As the might of the river was too much for earth to withstand, he prayed to Lord Shiva, who caught the river in his matted hair. So, as it may be pointed out that the pollution is responsible for most of the pollution of the Ganga because many sewages drains from riverine cities and industries drain into the river at specific points and thus pollute the water beyond permissible limit. Such point pollution is done by many big cities and industrial towns located on either bank of the river such as Kanpur, Allahabad, Varanasi, Patna, Boroni, Mokama, Kolkata. It is therefore desirable to discuss the pollution of the Ganga at specific location. So, as at Haridwar, generally the Ganga is considered to be least polluted because its source and Kanauj cities, but in fact the story of the Ganga pollution begins from Rishikesh, an important religious town upstream from Haridwar, where industrial waste from Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited have polluted the water. Besides the oily liquids and toxic chemicals and other industrial wastes have increased the amount of carbon, sulfur and acids in the water, so that an extent that the water is not only unsuitable for drinking and bathing purpose, but it has also become unsuitable for irrigational purposes. Hence, the disposal of industrial waste from the factory of Indian drug production limited into river water also pollutes the Ganga. About 15 large and small sewage drains discharge urban waste into the river at Haridwar. There was a time when people in Agra would flock to the Yamuna banks during the monsoon to watch the river dance in whirlpools or the muddy water from ripples and loops. Or kids would come to watch tortoises lazily floating. Now the heavy pollution level in the water is keeping everyone away. The number of swimmers and divers has gone down drastically due to reports of heavy pollution caused by discharge of effluents and sewage wastes. As the Ganga originates in the Himalaya after the confluence of 6 rivers, the streams are fed by the melting snow and ice from the glaciers. It emerges from the Himalayan at the pilgrimage town to Haridwar. As a Haridwar, generally the Ganga, which is considered to be least polluted between the source and Kanauj city, but in fact the story of the Ganga pollution begins from Rishikesh. So, while discussing to this control of water pollution, control of water pollution requires several remedial measures involving individuals, community, government at national and international levels. The individuals must be educated enough to understand the nature of water pollution and its adverse effects on human health and wealth. There must be mass awareness and right perception at community level about various aspects of water pollution. Thus, people must restrain themselves from throwing human and animal excreta and garbages into any water body. The industrial units must be obliged to treat industrial effluents before discharging them into water bodies, and hence the municipal corporation must arrange for sewage treatment plants and government should provide adequate funds for water pollution control programs. Besides, the government must enforce effective laws for water pollution control measures. The individuals, communities, officials, and the owners of mills must be tried to courts and suitably penalized under strict laws if they violate the provision of pollution control. And hence, the problems of water pollution have already assumed alarming proportion in many large cities and industrial complexes in India, such as in Delhi, Kanpur, Varanasi, Kolkata, Mumbai, Madras, etc. So, hence, thank you very much.